Welcome back to Campfire Tales, where the fire glows and the night whispers stories from the shadows of folklore. I'm your host, pulling you close to the campfire to unravel tales that linger long after the embers fade. Tonight, we hit the open road with the Vanishing Hitchhiker, a ghost story that's haunted highways and back roads for generations. You've probably heard a version at a sleepover or around a fire like this one. But where did it come from? And why does it still make us glance at the back seat? Let's find out. Settle in and let the flames light your imagination. In a small American town where the highway stretched lonely under the stars, a young man named Jake drove home late one rainy night. The road was empty, the radio static, when his headlights caught a figure. A girl in a white dress, soaked, thumb out for a ride. Jake pulled over and she climbed into the back seat, her face pale but pretty. "Can you take me to Elm Street?" she asked, her voice soft as the rain. Jake nodded, glancing at her in the rearview mirror. "Sure thing. What's your name?" She smiled faintly. "Lily," she said, then fell silent. Jake drove on, the wipers thumping like a heartbeat. He tried to make small talk, but Lily only stared out the window, her dress dripping water. When they reached Elm Street, Jake turned to say they'd arrived, but the back seat was empty. No Lily, no wet stains, just his old jacket on the seat. Heart pounding, he knocked on the house at 123 Elm Street. An old woman answered, her eyes weary. "You saw Lily," she said, not a question. "She was my daughter. Died in a crash on that highway 10 years ago. She still tries to get home." Jake never drove that road again. But others have. And some say they've seen Lily too, her white dress glowing in the rain, vanishing when they reach her stop. Her story lingers, a whisper on the wind, a shadow in the rearview mirror. That's the Vanishing Hitchhiker, a spine-chilling tale from scary stories to tell in the dark. Its roots stretch deep into folklore, with versions dating back to the 19th century, when horse-drawn carriages, not cars, carried the tale. In America, it became a staple of urban legends by the 1940s, often tied to real roads like Route 66 or rural backways. The story warns of picking up strangers, or maybe of the dead who don't know they're gone. It's been told from California to Maine, each town claiming its own ghostly rider. Across the ocean, a similar tale haunts European roads. In Ireland, they speak of the White Lady. Long ago, a traveler named Seamus rode his cart through a misty bog at midnight. A woman in a flowing white gown flagged him down, her face hidden by a hood. "To the old church," she whispered, climbing aboard. Seamus felt a chill, but urged his horse on. The cart rattled, her silence heavy. When they reached the ruined church, he turned to speak, but she was gone, her seat empty, save for a faint scent of decay. Villagers later told him the White Lady was a banshee, a spirit tied to a family's doom, luring travelers to abandoned places. Seamus fell ill days later, never recovering, his curiosity his curse. Why does this tale endure? It's the fear of the unknown passenger, the stranger who seems too real until they're not. Every culture has its hitchhiker. Japan's ghostly taxi riders, Mexico's La Llorona hailing rides by rivers. The road is a liminal space where the living and dead brush close. Next time you drive a lonely highway, check your back seat before you stop. That's all for tonight's Campfire Tales. If this story made you shiver, share it in the comments or tell us a ghostly tale from your hometown. Next time, we'll unravel the hook. A chilling tale of curiosity and terror that'll make you lock your car doors. Until then, keep the fire burning and don't pick up any hitchhikers you don't know.